Felicity from GetYourRockOut, and I'm here talking to Bill from Carcass. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. You?
Fantastic. I'm very good, thank you. I've had a wonderful day. I mean, the sun is shining. It's a UK festival. It's completely unheard of. It's great.
Yeah.
You know, small mercies. And so, have you guys just got onto site?
We were here. Goodness, some of us were here very early, around 10 o'clock.
Oh wow! Wow.
And it took a little while to get sorted out. But yeah, I mean, we played like really early. That was part of the reason we had to get prepared for that. And I wanted to see Chaz and Dave.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah, Jeff was the one who showed up really late. He came here an hour before we played. But
cutting it just a tiny bit fine.
yeah. But yeah, he managed it.
Fantastic. And how was the set today?
It was fun. I mean, it's always going to be awkward when you play at this time of day. I don't know many people who want to play at 3:30 in the afternoon. And especially with our music, it's more kind of nighttime, small crowd, small venue stuff. Yeah. But given all that, the reaction was really cool. We sort of eventually relaxed into it, and nothing really went drastically wrong. So I'm happy. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. I think the last time I saw you guys was actually at Damnation last year.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, you just could not get two kind of more dissimilar gigs than that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Damnation, that's a festival, but you do get to play in a hall, so it's almost like the best of both worlds, I think, because you still have a super intense vibe because it's very contained.
Yeah, and I think it's such a niche as well. That, I mean, you have people that you know utterly adore you, and it's not just people wandering around and seeing who to check out. I mean, I think so many of the audience they'd come to the festival simply for you guys last year, that it was always going to be like an amazing show.
Well, for us, I mean, we've played Damnation twice, and we looked at it as, well, almost like a high pressure show because it's home turf, so that means a lot to us. You want to do well anyway.
Yeah.
But both times it went really well. Because I don't think we would normally get very nervous about doing a festival, but UK stuff, you just naturally go that way because you're at home, and you want to do well at home. So.
And was that the same with today? I mean, were there more nerves today than there would have been maybe on the continent somewhere just because it was UK, or was this slightly different because it was such a different kind of crowd than you may be used to? Yeah,
there was that element because, there's no way that was our audience. I mean, sprinkled amongst them, there were people who obviously like Carcass, but they were in the minority. Wow. So we were at liberty to just play whatever we wanted to do. So, as always, Jeff kind of had the final say on the set list, and we could play new material. It wasn't going to be a problem because for a lot of these people, everything we're doing is new. Whereas if we do our own show, or we play to a very partisan crowd, we kind of have to angle it so it appeals to different. I mean, we've got fans who only like the early stuff, some people like the later stuff. You've got to have a spread of all of it.
I mean, you're never going to please everybody at the same time.
Yeah, no, that's clear.
No, but I think, so what kind of a set list did you play today? I mean, how different would that differ to like a normal show? Because, I mean, obviously it was a shorter set than you'd be used to.
Yeah.
But like spread of material-wise, what do you tend to do at a festival like this differently?
This was really unique because it's a very short set for us. So we have done a few festivals already this year, and almost, I think every single show we've opened up with the same number, bar today.
Oh, wow.
So that was very hard. Like, I almost started playing the wrong song. Because, you just programmed, that was, my brain was just locked into that. But, I mean, Christ, we played some old stuff, but I think we did 4 new numbers off the new record. As I said, mostly because we didn't think it would make a huge difference for many people. And for us, as an energy thing, it's really good to do that. But I would say this is the most different set we've done because we had to just be brutal and just chuck things out that we would normally always play.
Painful.
Yeah.
Really painful. I mean, when it comes to, I mean, you've got a decent back catalogue and so many songs that from kind of different periods of the band, which so many people kind of associate with so strongly. I mean, are you ever tempted to do shows where you just don't play anything that anybody expects and just do completely back catalogue stuff that never normally sees the light of the stage?
I think in a small way we've talked about it because here and there we'll drag out a song from the archives that we just want to do. But realistically, coming up with a completely different set that's just all weird stuff, that would be really hard to do because we'd have to practice our asses off. Because because some of that, especially the third album, it's very odd, spiky music that requires loads of practice. It's not natural live music. And then on Heartwork, that record, I think we found a style that actually worked, and you could reach the back of a large club with that music. It's not to say I don't like playing the third album either, but it's very different,
And when it comes to the kind of writing process, I mean, are you consciously thinking when you are writing new material, this needs to be something that we can pull off on a live setting, or does that just not cross your minds?
No, not really, because we don't tend to discuss things much. Jeff and myself, we've got very different angles on music, and that's the reason why the band sounds the way it does. I mean, most of the new album, bar one song, would be my riffs, but when I take them in and he puts his stamp on them, they just go somewhere else altogether. So I might have this idea, I'd like this song to be snappy and over in 4 minutes, but he might feel differently about it. And he is the lyricist and the vocalist, so I kind of have to go along with that. So, there's compromise going on, certainly from my side, maybe his too, because, he's got to deal with whatever I'm bringing in. But it's also fun to just kind of let go of things, It's not my band. I'm a founder member, but I don't run the thing at all. So.
And so do you feel more as though more as like a member of the band rather than like kind of one of the driving forces behind it?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I just like playing guitar, so I don't really like to get involved in politics and stuff. And the way we run our operation is a little bit unusual. So. Whatever makes it smoother, really. So I try and stay out of anything. Unless I'm very opinionated on a subject, I'll try and stay out of it. I mean, I just want to do my thing on the side of the stage, really.
But do you still feel like a kind of strong emotional bond with the band?
Yeah, naturally, because I started it when I was 15 and when I was at school. So there's that side to it. But also, we did go away for a number of years. So we reformed, came back. And at that point, I think I could be wrong, but I had the idea that it's not completely our band anymore, because that old material's been out there for so long. You can't control how people listen to it and what they make of it. And, you're doing this for yourself and having fun and so forth, but you do have to take into account, to a degree, what people expect, from a Carcass live gig. And... again, that's very much Jeff's mindset. He's a lot more focused on those things. I mean, I don't naturally think that way about the whole entertainment angle. I just like playing, really.
Interesting. And of course, Surgical Steel was out last year. Now, was it September time last year? And I mean, it was really, really well received, and people were really happy to see it. I mean, are you still enjoying the kind of reaction that you're getting, both live and what people are still saying about the album?
Yeah, seriously shocking. We did not expect that at all. Yeah, because we were confident enough to believe in the record. We fully thought we'd done something that was valid, but we figured it would be relevant to such a small number of people, the hardcore Carcass people. And then we started to get good reviews from kind of all quarters and interest from people we didn't really expect. And so it totally exceeded our expectations, and it continues to do so. So that's lovely, because with internet culture, you are preparing yourself for a lot of flack. And of course, we've had some, but it's nowhere near what I was thinking. It's going to be like about 50-50, half positive, half negative. It's more like 90-10. It's just insane. I mean, we're delighted.
Really amazing, absolutely.
Yeah.
In the next kind of 6 months or so, I mean, what's on the cards? Where can we expect to see you guys?
We've got bookings up until about December.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so
touring the rest of the year.
Yeah, loads of festivals, a bit more touring, and then I'm really hoping we have a bit of time off around Christmas and New Year. Well, to relax anyway, but also to start jamming on new material.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Because I mean, I don't know how long it would take for us to do another record, but I know we would all like to, and the sooner we can get stuck in, the better, really. So yeah.
Happy days. Well, that's really, really good to hear. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat. Yeah, it's been a huge, huge pleasure, and I'm sure that we'll see you somewhere very soon.
No doubt. Right, cheers.